Hello everybody, my name is that J0e and welcome back to Soma. So we are here, and we are ready to vacate our body, as it were. In the last episode we collected the 3 parts. In fact, can I check my inventory? Yeah, there it is. Inventory for the power pack, the wowless structure gel, and something else which I forget. But it was definitely a thing. Was that Cortex chip? I think it was Cortex chip, that was it, yeah. So we have all these 3 things, which is great, so we are ready to kind of put the parts in and get on our way. Change bodies, which is going to be really weird. Simon, in particular, seems uncomfortable with it. Although I wonder if it might be, like, better for Simon to get used to changing body, considering that he has, you know, he will need to change to get into the Ark itself. I have no idea. Well, there's this thing up here marked remote control, which is interesting. Yeah, look, there's a pilot seat like it was just there. So, I mean, seeing this here, and what Catherine said about trying to find another way, or like keep an eye out for another way, makes me think I may have missed something, which is unfortunate. In fact, like, I'm so worried about kind of how this game is going to turn out. I honestly thought of like reloading an old save and just carrying on through this. But I would never really do that because, as I said earlier, kind of that's just the way the cookie crumbles. But the temptation was very, very real. You better believe it is. Yeah. Okay, controller. Wait, what is this? Oh, the controller. Oh no, we read all this stuff. I don't think there's necessarily going to be anything particularly useful. So I'm not entirely sure what this means, because we've got 3 stations, the Climber Station, Omicron here, and we've got a Tau Station, which I think is where I'm going. Tau's at the bottom, Fee's at the top, right? And then you got those 3 kind of like green markers out there, which are maybe where the other suits are, possibly where their bodies are. The Observatory and TVSD, which I don't know what that stands for. Yep. Well, that's loud. I need to turn that down a little bit. Let's retry it and try the beeps. That'll be good to nobody except me, but it's good for it to level out the audio. Anyway, I am so very clearly stalling. Let's just assemble this guy and see what happens. Oh yeah, another thing. This person was going to go to Alpha to try and neutralize the WoW using I forget what the term for it was, but unfiltered structure gel. The WoWless structure gel. However, when she exploded, it appears that this is done. We have a cask of unfiltered, unmodified structure gel. Let's go with unmodified. But we have to use it to build this. It's, I don't know, whatever. Let's just carry on here. Yep, that's gonna be my eyes.
This is crazy.
Don't worry, it'll work.
Okay, I believe it'll work, but it is still crazy. Man, having to roughly assemble this stuff is bad. Hey guys, welcome back. My antivirus program crashed my game. It's a bastard. So
It's crazy.
Don't worry, it'll work.
So I threw it away. Viruses aren't real anyway, they're a myth. Says these things going in. Luckily it did give me time to think. I just want to see. This isn't gonna work. Hang on. No. This isn't gonna work. This is not gonna work. Here. Nope, stop. Alright, fine, whatever. There's no other option except to use this damn structure gel, so I'm just...
Make sure it's all bunched together with the structure gel connecting all the parts. Alright, try activating the suit from the terminal again.
Inventory now empty. Oh well. Oh well. Okay, let's see. We'll try. It's looking better.
I can't believe we're doing this.
It will be fine.
Then why don't we put you in the suit?
I was gonna suggest that if you refused.
You'd go without me.
I need to do this, Simon. This is important. I need to launch the Ark.
You'd really do it? Change body?
Yes, if you want to stay here, I'm not gonna stand in your way. I don't want to tell you what to do.
What would it be like before? Close my eyes and And...
And then open them again.
Alright, let's do it.
Thank you, Simon. Go sit in the pilot seat in the next room. You might need to boot it up.
Oh, yeah, okay. No, right, that makes sense, that being there, actually. Look at that calibrating away. Well done, it. This is gonna be weird. Okay.
We need to loop back the activity manifested by your current Cortex chip, run it through the amplifier, feed it into the new chip, and then make sure it's synced.
What?
You lost me halfway there.
You don't really need to understand it, just make them line up.
Thank you. See, this is the science I can get behind. So is everything I do affect... Yeah, I don't think anything I do affects the other lines, so... I can't increase it above 9. Oh, there we go. That's about right, but its frequency needs to be... And the offsets... Close there. Gotcha, I think. Look at that, baby.
That's everything. You can climb into the pilot seat now.
Already?
I have everything under control, so please, have a seat.
There's no way out of this, is there?
Go sit in the pilot seat.
I'm just worried, Catherine. Shut up. Fine.
Sorry about any discomfort. This should be over soon.
It's like having your picture taken.
Well, with the most expensive camera in the world.
You know, Indian stock photos would steal their souls.
In this case, they'd be right.
Okay.
There must be something wrong. Can't you run a diagnosis or something?
What the fuck?
What was that?
No, it's just...
Why was it still talking?
Oh no.
It's the same like before.
Catherine, why was he still talking?
That's how it works, you know that.
What do you mean?
You know it's not magic. You were copied. The sleeping Simon in the seat was copied, and now you are here, just like Simon lived on in Toronto.
God damn you, Kath. 2 Simons? There can't be 2 Simons.
What did you think would happen?
That you were gonna take my mind and put it into another body, like a brain transplant.
I'm sorry, it wouldn't work that way.
You realize how messed up this is?
Please, I didn't mean to upset you.
How did you expect me to react to this shit?
Please stop.
You're fucking disgusting. What's gonna happen to him?
He'll sleep for a while, a few days.
And then what? Wake up in this fucking nightmare again? All alone? So cruel.
Well, what do you want me to do with him? Make friends? Let him know that we have to leave him behind when we go into the abyss?
What if he didn't need to wake up?
You'd do that?
I don't know. Maybe.
There. I set it up for you. Hit the switch if you want to drain his battery. He'll die within a minute. I'd rather not stay plugged in any longer.
Yeah. Damn it, Catherine. Make this stuff clear. I understand that tough decisions need to be made, but I do not appreciate being manipulated. Simon. This Simon does so much. He did exactly the same as me. I can't speak to him. Is he out of it? Yeah, he's sleeping. He is sleeping. Let's have a look at you. Hey, buddy. It wouldn't be fair. It wouldn't be fair. I think instinctually what I'm leaning towards. We've had options before to erase versions of myself, and to erase Brandon 1. Brandon 1? I don't know. But the difference there, and the reason I never even acknowledged it in like my commentary, I just didn't do it. Because as far as I'm concerned, as long as they were sleeping, they were fine. Or as long as they weren't conscious, they were fine. They're not alive, they're just on standby. And they don't actually start to live until you wake them up. But he will wake up. When he does what? This. And eventually... he's just trapped here, he can't get out. He could walk off into the ocean. This isn't really to do with anything. But I'm kind of... I was kind of relieved to see Catherine get upset there, because Catherine's quite hard. She's been quite hard before when it comes to killing robots or, you know, doing certain things. Or there's been a few times where I've wondered how much Catherine actually cares about doing anything except fulfilling her own personal project. But seeing her get upset of that... I don't know. Like, I feel more connected with her than I did before, I guess you could say. But what she did was... I don't know, maybe as a scientist, and people do this sometimes, they just assume that somebody, like, knows what you do. Whereas I'm just a layman, I don't know the details. And this Simon here... back to this Simon here, I either kill him or... The only reason I would keep him alive would be to... if I thought we could come back for him. And I left Amy alive because I thought we could come back for her. You just wake up in this nightmare. You would just... you'd become like them, I think. Driven mad, not because of your body, but just because of your situation. Son of a bitch. Oh. Execute. Yeah, execute, yeah. How fitting, Transferring a mind. I mean, think about copying a file. Think about copying a file. All copying a file is copying it to the new location and then deleting the old one. But do I have that right to make that decision for him? Amy was disabled, like actively disabled. He could get out this way, walk off into the ocean. He'd be alone. I was so sure when I first came across the situation that I was gonna kill him. Pretend like it was a plane transfer. One Simon, there, to there. But no. And now I'm not so sure. What it comes down to is, do I think he'd be able to make his own life? To make a life that he would want from this? from being alone without Catherine, without purpose, without any possibility of getting onto the Ark. I would kill those people trapped in the WoW if I could. Kill/free, whatever. Yeah, if I haven't done any cutting by now, then I probably will start to do some cutting. So I don't know. I just don't know. This is possibly the hardest decision I've ever had to make in a video game. And I don't know why. I guess just because it's entirely 50-50 in my head. There's no instinctual lean towards a certain outcome, which I'm ignoring because it's a shitty decision either way. It is a shitty decision either way. If I was to let him live, he would wake up alone. And best case scenario, he goes off into the ocean and finds his own way. Or, do you know what best case scenario is? That he goes up to Fee and finds us there. Without Catherine, who knows how far he'd get. And I just don't think that's going to happen. And the worst case scenario is the WoW takes him and he becomes this undead. Simply a new version, corrupted by the tainted structure gel. He survived contact with the WoW before. Look at me say he. And if I kill him, then the pros are that won't happen to him. He won't be infected by the WoW, he won't run mad, he won't have the soul-crushing experience of waking up and being on his own without even being able to fulfill the purpose that was basically his light at the end of the tunnel. But the downside of that is that I rob him of the chance. I rob him of the chance to find out for himself. With the apocalypse and everything, I don't know what I don't know what other life there is to be had. You gotta assume that the WoW isn't everywhere, right? But the fact is that he is me. So if it were me, what would I like to be done? If it were me, I'd resent the decision being forced upon me. Because killing a version of myself is based on what I think that person would want. Isn't that just suicide? Oh God, I am so sorry, Simon. I am so sorry for what you're going to experience when you wake up. Thank you for everything that you did. And good luck. I hope you find your way, and if you don't, at least whatever decision you make is in your hands.